Now, let's dive into the phone conversation. There are four main components of any phone conversation. We'll dive into each of those more in the coming slides, but first, let's talk through these components at a high level. The opening hook is critical to nail, so the prospect doesn't try to slip off the phone or worse, hang up on you before you've even had a chance to speak with them. In the opening sentence, your goal is to pique their curiosity and interest so the prospect wants to continue the conversation with you, or better yet, ask you some questions that will allow you to keep talking. We'll look at some opening lines on how you get that job done. Also, how you say your pitch can often have more of an impact over what you say. Keep in mind your tone of voice and how you come across. You definitely don't want to come across as like that annoying telemarketer or that used car salesman, right? But you don't want to sound like a scared little mouse, like super timid, because if you don't have confidence in your voice, they're not really going to take you serious. Remember to cut back any inflections or word fillers, likes, try to cut that out as much as you can. Find a happy medium where you're cool and calm and you're in a space that is quiet and you don't have any stuff going on in the background that could potentially distract you, throw you off, or worse, that they can hear over the phone in the background that just makes you look and sound not professional. A good trick is to make sure you smile when you speak. If you have the phone next to your face and you are smiling, you're automatically going to sound more confident, more happy, right? You have a better tone in your voice and the person can really feel that vibe on the other end of the phone. I know it sounds a little silly, but trust me, it works. Now, once you have their attention, you may have 30 or less seconds to really hook them with your pitch. So you should not just go off on a tangent. You should just not go off on a tangent listing the products and services that you offer. That is too pitchy and very salesy. You just simply want to give them a high-level understanding of what you do and how you help people. That way you can pique their interest and prompt them to ask more questions and find out a little bit more in further detail. Once you've pitched your services, it's time to learn more about the prospect. The more you can get them to open up about their situation and their potential problems that they are facing, the more ammo you'll have later on to sell to them. And lastly, you want to close that conversation with a call to action. Assuming the prospect is a good fit and wants to speak more, get the prospect to commit to taking further action with you. So wrap up the conversation and just say, you know what, let's pick up where we left off in a couple of days. Are you available Tuesday afternoon? And never hang up the phone without getting either a next phone call scheduled or a Zoom meeting or in-person meeting scheduled with them. So get them to commit while you have them on the phone. And that's it. Those are 4 simple steps, and it should take you about no longer than 5 minutes to execute on.